Good morning, good morning. Hope you guys are doing well this morning. My name is Jennifer. Here we talk about everything, and today we're going to talk about hypocrisy and how it is important to be the person that you're encouraging others to be. Which means don't go around blocking people's blessings, copyrighting their own songs, acting like you're their friend and you're really not, posting memes that say stay away from these people when you're actually one of those kind of people, pretending to be somebody that you're not. Like, for instance, you guys know by now that these people are in my house. They have copyrighted my own songs. Like, they're not even anybody else's songs, they're my songs. And I got one copyrighted the other day. It was my lyrics, me singing, and I got copyrighted. Like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm not allowed to do anything, but you are? And then you're gonna tell everybody that, oh, well, she's just a lazy bitch and she don't know what she's doing. I've proven to you guys that I know exactly what the fuck I'm doing. I've been trying to get you ready for a war for 3 years now, and you kept laughing in my face. I tried to get you guys to prevent getting AIDS, but AIDS has gone up 300% since you guys started laughing in my face. I tried to get you guys to start thinking about who you're having sex with, and you said fuck you, and so God came up with ringworm. Listen, straighten your goddamn asses up. I'm already straightening my ass up. I'm living the way that I'm supposed to be living. I can't isolate myself anymore from anybody, the public, than what I am. I have been given this gift. I didn't ask for this gift. And this gift is to be able to provide you guys with a life that's worth living. And you're fighting me for it. Like, we want to be retards. We want to be retards. And I'm like, Jesus is trying to help you. And you're like, but we don't want the help. We want to die of disease. Don't you know that it's funner for us to shoot each other than it is to have a picnic together? Oh, boy. Where's your laughter? Jennifer, you're too serious. A mother buried her child at 17. Not too far from me. What the fuck is there to laugh about? Because you're not straightening your asses up. And I'm having to watch the repercussions that I don't like to watch. Granted, it is nice to see some people get their repercussions for being mean, but not like this. Like, good people don't like to see other people suffer, no matter what they've done. You still don't want to see it. And that's why when a lot of people, where's their karma? Where's the karma? You're not getting the karma that you are asking for specifically for the people that might have hurt you for multiple reasons. One, they probably already got it. If you're chosen, the people who come against you immediately start feeling the repercussions. They may not say anything, they may not feel it, they may not even notice it because they are karmic. Therefore, they don't see things the way that a chosen sees things. A karmic is almost heartless. They don't have that same feeling that chosen ones do. Chosen ones, even though somebody did them bad, they don't want to see them get hurt. And they're like, will you just straighten the fuck up? Will you do what you're supposed to be doing so God doesn't have to keep hurting you to get you to move into the direction you're supposed to be going? And that's basically what this is. We're about, for the United States, we have Russia sitting on multiple ports outside the United States. There's no telling how soon they're going to come in between Canada and Detroit. Meanwhile, the city of Detroit, where Marshall Mathers lives, 444, and I, and Kim, and sometimes Billie Eilish comes here, and sometimes Taylor Swift comes here, and sometimes Lana Del Rey comes here. They don't stay too long, but they do come here and they stay for a minute. We have a lot of other famous people that stay here. Well, good morning to you too. That don't want to be mentioned. A lot of people retire from Hollywood and they come to Detroit. There's a lot of things that happen in Detroit that people keep their mouth shut about. And there's a lot of things that people run their mouth about. However, Detroit's not the only place. We also have other places that they are going to be attacking, but it looks like they're coming from the east and moving towards the west. Listen, you're not going to be able to pick up a gun or figure out whether or not somebody is your friend, foe, the enemy, or your friend if you're too fucking twisted on alcohol or drugs. But you don't want to listen to me and you don't want to pay attention because you're so much better than I am. You have more money than I do. You're more experienced than I am. And you know more than me. And who the fuck am I to tell you that if you don't straighten up, you're going to die because a Russian is going to come up to the back of your fucking head and blow it off because you're not paying attention. Now, I don't know any other way for me to fucking say this to you. Your life depends on your sobriety, especially in this moment. We are going to war. People are dying because they're having sex with people they shouldn't be having sex with. The world is shifting into a position where you're not having a choice but to listen to God. 644. It's not me speaking. My name is Jennifer Yvonne, and God channels through me. I've made mistakes too. And I've had to learn from them and have my tower moments just as much as you. And I promise you, what I have lost, comparatively speaking, there's nothing like having to wake up every day for the last 15 fucking years wondering where your kids are and if they're okay. Listen to me when I say, straighten your lives up before you end up asking God where your kids are, if you could have kids, or if you're even loved, or you have a life to live. This isn't a game. This is fucking serious. You're not just a game piece on a board. You're a human being having an experience. And your choices are affecting other people's experiences. Understand that too. You guys get mad at me for all this shit, but I'm telling you, the girls out here that are dressing like nobody else is allowed to fucking see anything but your ass and titties, 809, I am not trying to walk around seeing another woman's ass and titties all the fucking time. Okay, so you feel like you need to do that to attract the men. I promise you, you're not attracting the men that you would literally want in your heart. You're not attracting that kind of man. You're attracting a piece of shit rebel that's going to fuck the hell out of you and then leave you sitting in his fucking cum and not give two shits about you. If you get pregnant, take care of it yourself. Don't let him know about it. But if you hold yourself back, you dress yourself sexually appropriate. And let me tell you, there ain't nothing finer than a woman who shows herself off in a silhouette of, I got what you want, but you can't see it till you give me what I want. And that is a luxurious compilation of companionship. 919. There's a thing about love that you can only experience when it's true. And you're not going to get that fucking a bunch of motherfuckers. You're not going to get that by not sitting down and taking your time in the choices that you're making with your life. You're not going to get that running to the bank. You're not going to get that running to another person because you fought with your person. 955, if you want to make it work with somebody, You don't make it work. 1000, you don't make it work in somebody else's bed. Period. Some relationships recover from that, but most of them don't. Because once that bond is broken, 1016, it's broken. And sure, you can try and repair it. You can even TIG weld it. But that crack is still under that weld. It's just hidden and resurfaced. And sure, it looks shiny right there in that moment. But it makes you wonder. Because in some cases, that weld didn't bother to fix what was broken. It just covered it up. 1101. And tried to start all over again. You have to fix the problem if you want it to work out. 1111. It's the only way it's going to work out. And that is by focusing on the 7 virtues. Treating somebody the way that you would want to be treated. If you want to be loved, you have to love. If you want somebody to stay, then you have to stay. If you want somebody to fight for you, then you have to fight for them. If you want somebody to be with you, first and foremost, they need to be one that wants to be with you. And if they don't want to be with you, you have to let them go so that somebody who wants to be with you can come in. It's not even a matter of letting them go. It's a matter of for you. If that person doesn't want you, they don't want you. Don't cast those fucking stupid ass spells. And for those of you that are casting them spells, shame on you. God damn, dude. Why are you out here fucking with people's free will? That's fucking with somebody's free will. Casting a spell on somebody? You can't do that. I mean, you can, but it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you big time. 1222. Like, dude, I have, like, these issues. I mix herbs together for selfish purposes, meaning for wealth, for wealth, that's it. That's it. That's the only thing I do spells for. Like, and I don't even feel right doing that. Like, it's like that. Like, you're not supposed to fuck with anybody's free will. For instance, look, this is what you get paid for. You're like, you tell me. I'm telling you, $1,300 on the clock. When you fuck with somebody's free will, when you cast a spell on somebody other than yourself, when that spell wears off, you're going to see something that you would not have seen before. You're not going to like it. And you're not going to be interested in the person that you put the spell on. But that person you put the spell on, they're going to be interested in you. I'm just saying, 1332. And you're going to have another problem on your hands. And when that spell, while that spell is going, let me rephrase it, while the spell is going, you will find out things about that person that you don't like while they're chasing you. That spell could last, that spell will reverse. You will no longer like that person. That person will like you for as long as that spell is on, but then after that, even if you guys had a friendship, it won't be the same. Don't do that shit, you guys. There are repercussions, and it doesn't come from other people. It comes from our Creator. 1417, however you want to fucking put it, we have a Creator. I don't give a fuck what the name you call it. I don't give a fuck what power you give it. You should give it all the power because it did create you. But I mean, to each his own. I'm just saying, 1434, y'all need to understand this is not your world. This is God's. 1441. And we have fucked it the fuck up. 1444. And it's time to straighten the fuck up so that we can start seeing what God really wanted us to be living like on this earthly realm. It's not fighting with each other for a spot to be famous. I promise you, we're all famous. It's just too many people are trying to fight for singulation instead of unification. Imagine what we could have working together, not trying to fight each other, cast spells on each other, or take things from each other. 1525. Just imagine for just a little bit what it would be like. And if you need a little repercussion on that, check out the Beatles' Imagine song. It just popped in my head. Imagine all the people living. Anyway, I've been vaping, not vaping, but vaping like weed. I've been a weed pen. I've been using a weed pen, so my singing is off. You're like, I don't know why you keep going to those vapes. It fucks your voice up every time. And I'm like, well, that's because after going to real estate school and spending the money to take a test, I wasn't able to pass the test to get my license. And after I did my insurance stuff and paid to get my license, they never did send it to me. And after I went through graduating early from welding and collision repair schools, I wasn't able to get jobs. But I'm a lazy ass motherfucker out here. And even though I put videos up and been putting videos up for 5 years, I only have 24 subs. But I'm a lazy motherfucker. You boy. Listen, I got a little story. You'll never tell me what my worth is, 'cause it's mine, all mine.